Thanks, Dragon Boy. Holy, I appreciate you. At least I got somebody in here. I didn't even realize I had no audio. Damn, I was just in here talking to myself. Terrible. All right, so I'm just repeating it back real quick. So, for those who have been keeping up with me reading Orv, I've read ahead of you guys. I know we were reading it together, but I couldn't find enough time to get back on stream to watch it and read it with you guys. So I apologize. I have read up until 262. Um, yeah, I just couldn't find enough time to jump on screen, stream it and read 5 chapters with y'all. Just I just did it on my own time. So as most of you know, I'm getting married this month. So I've been super busy on top of like about the car accident a couple months ago. So I just been going back to work. So I just couldn't in between the Tower God content. Then I have 2 other YouTube channels. I just could not find time to read Orv on live stream. So I'm not caught up to the newest chapter, which is I believe 264, 265, but I'm at 262 going into 263. So I am sorry, but I had to get I just couldn't. I've been wanting to read it. It's just that I've been like staving myself to read it on stream with y'all, but I just could not. I couldn't find the time, so I'm sorry, but I did end up reading. So is what it is. But so just my like opinion on the like that previous arc, because I know we're jumping into the new one. I guess this new one's gonna be called um I'm assuming it's gonna be called this, but this new arc is called the Muram arc. At least that's what I'm gonna call it now. I didn't necessarily love the industrial complex um arc, if we are gonna call it that. It wasn't. It's by far like the worst out of everything I've read so far. It's just all the stuff like in between was just like a lot of. I feel like I was like dragging myself through it, like the getting to find the people to the rebellion, him making his way to the industrial complex, him being like underpowered, like he could use his power in like spurts or whatever, and then he's breaking apart again. Like all that stuff was like kind of annoying to deal with, especially when we've seen like his strength level. So um I didn't necessarily love it. Duke's side, like the Duke was okay as a villain, but I didn't really feel the pressure from him. He didn't really like have like necessarily his own strength. Like he kind of used the machine or whatever. And I like the way it played out in the end. It was okay, but it was a little bit underwhelming. I did like Demon Azimuth's, and I did like seeing his director again. Those parts were like cool. Like all the reunion stuff with like him like getting to meet his director again. I forget his name. Forgive me. Him coming back in his demon form, and then Yo Jun and Uriel coming to rescue him. I love that bit. I love his reunion with Yo Jun. Um, all that stuff was good, and even the Dokubi stuff that's happening in the background is really good. Like they're sending Dokubi into the industrial complex to investigate like the illegal channel, and like the I'm really interested in like the old Dokubi with the eyeglass. Him going to like be a chairman to be like a great Dokubi, whatever that is. Like I like stuff like that. That's kind of playing in the background. But as far as like the art goes itself, I just really was not enjoying it too much. Um, that's how they keep the power in check. If not, Dojo will be too powerful for the Dukes to handle. And yeah, I get it, Dragon Boy. I understand the reasoning. It's just that it created like spurts of hype and then like not, because like we've seen him like fight like peak already, right? Like peak enemies, and the guys in this arc just don't seem like they matched up with him at all if we know his peak. And I get it. It's like I understand this, like he's not in the main scenario, his body's breaking down, he's not he's a constellation, but he's outside the scenario. I get all of that. It's just that where it took too much time to get to the point of things. I think there was just like too much stuff in between that like made it a little bit boring to like kind of crawl through. I appreciate all the supporting cast, and I know I can't even remember the blonde hair kid's name, but I understand like establishing him and him becoming an important part of the story. I get all that. It's like mostly like really like probably a huge setup chapter because obviously we have the Demon King selection coming up, and I get all that. Even like I like, and I did like Demon Osmosis showing up and like putting him in check or whatever. That was cool. That was great because it really did create like an aura for the Demon Kings. Like I'm feeling like the vibe from them. I'm loving them as an opposition because I ain't gonna lie to you. Like since we saw the gods, I'm like, how fearsome or how powerful can the Demon Kings really be? And watching him like kind of handle him was like, oh, okay, they're just as like good as the gods. And the way like he just blew up Uriel's doll, like fantastic, like really intimidating. So the side stuff was okay. I just think the main purpose and the main story of the industrial complex was just not. It just was not for me. It wasn't for me. So next art will be interesting since we'll be continuing from the demon realm. Yeah, and I'm okay with this where we're going. So into the Demon King selection, into other Demon Kings getting involved. Like, I'm okay with all of that stuff. It's just like the plot of the industrial complex. It just wasn't for me. So but with that, like if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10 compared to like everything else. Like before, it was just so much better. But it's okay. It's not something that's making me like drop the series or anything like that. I figured it would be a little bit bumpy, and some people did warn me it might be a little bit bumpy, but I can grow through that. So I think I got 2 or 3 chapters to catch up on here. So yeah, I know we're going into the first Murum. So okay, so the first Murum. And let me make sure we're just good. It looks good. Make sure, because I don't want to get flagged for anything. Okay, I think we're good enough here. Yeah, if anything, I'll change my filter. But all right, so we got Yo June here. Yo, not the faces, not the faces. Yeah, I love the facial expressions. His face and his facial expressions. This is uncommon. Like he don't make these type of faces. Um, Mind you, I thought last chapter, I did read the last chapter, bro. Him becoming a woman was so crazy. That was so crazy. And Kim not catching the hint, that was I like that bit was hilarious. I did love that. Um be on the lookout since it's time for the Demon Kings to shine. Right, and I'm hyped for the Demon Kings. I am. After Asimodeus' introduction, I'm very hyped to see what they're capable of. So the first Murum, because the places where transcendence are the most abundant. So remind me what transcendents are again. They're like what the blonde hair kid is, right? I'm thinking of asking the sky breaking sword saint for help. The sky breaking sword saint. Okay, who's this? Give me 1 second. My cat is like sneezing like crazy. I gotta go check on him and make sure he's okay. Oh, 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 come here. Are you okay? You okay? Hmm? You okay? He must have got something up in his nose that he wasn't supposed to. I ain't never heard him sneeze like that. He sneezed like 15 times back to back. I ain't never heard him do that. So my bad. I had to make sure Yara's mom gonna kill me. Um. All right. So someone was always mentioned. Someone that was always mentioned is if asked to choose the strongest transcendent in all of ways of survival. So what is a transcendent? Are these people that have left their original worlds? Right. Transcendents, they are beings who have the power of historical constellations, with some stronger transcendents beings being close to mythical constellation. Beings that who have the power of historical constellations. Interesting. So So they're so okay. Give me one sec. So they're um so yep, they left their world. So they're incarnations, right? They're incarnations that have historical figures as their constellations, but they like mastered them or something like that. That's what it sounds like, right? Furthermore, the Skybreaking Swordsman was none other than the Yojun's master. Why that person? So interesting. So if I'm to understand this, they like you know how Yojun like when I mean Yojun, you know how Kim when he reads about when he reads and he understands constellations more, it gives him like a better understanding of them. Are these like people who have like maxed that out and have like the best like I guess mix and maxed stats of their historical figures? Is that what I'm to understand? They have the power of the constellation, but they don't enjoy the advantages of becoming a constellation. They have the power of a constellation, but they don't enjoy the advantage of becoming a constellation. But they're incarnations, right? Interesting. Okay. Because she's someone not bound by the both the orthodox and unorthodox. And if we're going to ask for some help, shouldn't we obviously pick a master? Absolutely not. Why? If I tell you not to, then you better take it as a no, especially not her. Now we have to go. Oh, so some history with his master. Interesting. Okay, I already got us a ticket. Look at BU. I love BU. A new sub scenario has arrived. Think carefully, June. Even if we're not necessarily going for the sky breaking sword saint, there's plenty of useful things to obtain from there. The first murum was where a variety of people from the 20th to the 40th scenarios gathered. Sometimes I have a hard concept of understanding time. So these are like people who have already participated in scenarios, right? So like sometimes the timing explanation kind of confuses me. Remember in previous scenario where the max stats was 100, Transcendence breaks that barrier and their levels up. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay, the next so it is what I thought it was. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. I got a better grasp now. Thank you, Dragon. If we were to go there at this point in time, there would certainly be a lot of information and hidden pieces that we could use. So, is this like a place where they kind of like gather, kind of like the industrial complex was, like where incarnations who are transcendents kind of just they gathered? But does that mean they don't participate in scenarios here? Is this like a place? Hmm, I'm asking too many questions. Okay, I'll leave the Yojun Industrial Complex to you and Mark to please take care of the Doja Industrial Complex. Damn, I'm just a tavern owner. Are you really going to order me to do this? Now, it seems everyone is ready. Then we should depart. Do, what do you mean by we? Exactly when did this man pack his bags? It would be odd for me to stay here alone. Oh, he coming too? Okay. And if it's Miram, he probably want his demon king probably wanted to go. And if it's about the Miram, I have a pretty good grasp about it as well. I've read quite a lot of martial heroism novels back in my younger days. Oh, okay, that makes sense for the historical figures. Okay. I have a hunch about why Han Myung wants to follow us. To be precise, it's not Han that wants to follow us, but his boss. Okay, yeah, I assumed it probably was. Demon King, Devil of Lust and Wrath is looking at you. Yeah, I figured it probably was. I didn't think it was him. He doesn't really have a reason, like really just go. Yeah, that place is like the newbie place for playing a new MMR. Okay, thank you for the explanations too. Though you're helping you're helping me a lot. The constellation demon like king, a judge of fire, is glaring at the demon king. I feel sorry for Uriel. Yeah, it's gotta be awkward for her, right? But it's the best to maintain a good relationship with Asimodeus for now, especially since I don't know about the development of the third turn in the revised version. We have too much baggage. You just love complaining about everything, don't you? Oh, these two really at odds. I love the energy. I love the energy. Now, then let's depart. It's my first time leaving the demon realm. Let's go. Okay, that's a nice panel. Okay, so this place is kind of like, I guess, like Chinese designed. Yeah, it looks exactly like a Chinese, like developed area. Got the fits too. Portal shows up. Oh, this is made me queasy. You have arrived at the Azure Dragon Fortress. Where is Yojun? Did he run away because he didn't want to meet the Sky Breaking Sword Saint? Where did he go? Did he just disappear? Well, they just got together and they already separated. Like, come on. What's going on? According to the description in Ways of Survival, this was the largest fortress in the first Muram as well. The constellation prisoner of golden headbands making an interesting expression. Some constellations are making nostalgic expressions at the site of the first Muram. So I guess a bunch of the historical constellations would be like vastly interested in what's going on here, right? But I'm having a little bit of confusion here. So if these people are constellations who are kind of maxed out their stats, did they just make a place where they don't have to participate in the scenario? But how is that like? How is that? I'm kind of hard grasping the concept, right? It's just like, okay, maybe for constellations, the most entertaining thing that for them would be to have new incarnations that are participating in scenarios or whatever. But like, doesn't it like shouldn't this place have its own like fan base or like people who watch it and like, or do they? I don't know. I'm confusing myself here. Yeah, I'm confusing myself a little bit here. Isn't this somewhat in Chinese style? It's normally like this. It's because the background of the martial art heroism originates from there. Since I came all the way here, however, I tried the dishes of the first mural. The ones I wanted to eat the most are a hot chicken broth. That looks good. And some dumplings. The menu that Yojun ate in the first mural. The scene about him eating dumplings along with the hot chicken and broth was often described, and every time I read the part at night, I used to clutch at my hungry stomach. And then go to the convenience store and to grab myself a steam bun for a cheap price of 1,000 won. I don't see anyone training their martial arts. Martial arts aren't normally isn't something that is carelessly shown off. You should know that well if you've read 300 volumes of martial arts heroism novels. Still, there should be martial arts masters here yet, even their martial pavilions. Of course there are. I'm looking forward to it. You poor soul. That was like me when I was growing up. I used to watch like a lot of like Chinese martial arts films, like the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragons, and the Shaolin type joints. Like I used to love, I loved watching them growing up. They don't make it like that anymore. I don't think there's like a bunch of films like that anymore that used to be. Because I know like they're popular in their own town, but like I know Americans like love those type of films, right? Um, I don't think they make like I haven't checked that side of like movie making in a long time. It's probably been like 15 to 20 years since I've looked at that. But there was like a time where I was like a teenager and there was like martial arts films like dropping like every other month of something like really dope, whether it was Tony Jaa or Donnie Yen, obviously Jackie Chan. Jet Li had his own series, but I like most of his '90s content with the one in Jackie Chan is the Drunken Master. But I love all those joints. I used to watch the fuck out of them. Okay, damn, I missed that side. Growing up was cool. Like I would you get like a nice little meal or some snacks, and I just ball up and just watch those films. Those are like really good times. Holy. Um. So moving. Why is there somebody with a headphones and a cap? It'd be one thing if he had like a sports cap on, then I could be like, okay, maybe like there'd be some Western culture here, but he has digital headphones on. Like, okay, like what's happening here? Um, Transcendents have the pseudo no non-interference, just like how the earlier constellations were outside the scenarios and participated via choosing an incarnation. Transcendents only focus on leveling up more. Okay, maybe I have a bad concept of understanding. Excuse me, parts of the story. So like for me, I understand like there are certain like at least in the Earth world, there are certain peninsulas. Um, like there's like certain obviously certain peninsulas and every like country has their own scenarios, right? But I'm just I'm the concept it kind of leaves me sometimes when I think about this because it's just like okay they created this area for themselves most likely, right? Wouldn't the Dokkaebi be like entertained by like or entertaining isn't the purpose to entertain the constellations? Like isn't that the purpose of the star stream? So why wouldn't you create like scenarios here? Is what I'm trying to grasp or understand. Or maybe there are, but or okay, so my I'm saying that because like when it seemed like for Earth, right? Earth just chose like a bunch of places. They chose a bunch of different places on Earth and forced them to be a part of it, right? Not all of Earth did, but a bunch of places did. So that's like where I kind of get lost in concepts a little bit. But again, maybe I think too much because I don't think anybody thinks as much as me. Sorry, it's a free website, so um, it's gonna have some ads in it. Something is strange. Why are martial artists wearing jeans? That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Are martial artists not allowed to wear jeans? No, there can't be jeans in the China during this time period. Then they're probably tourists like us. I can get what you were imagining, but this is what the Muram is like these days. Is that so? Is the Muram I expected? Okay, so maybe my expectations are a little high. Excuse me, where may I go to find a Marshall Pavilion? Seems that this must be the first time you come in here. Why the Marshall Pavilion? Is it to learn martial arts? How could I call myself a man if I don't learn a swordsmanship technique once I arrive at the Muram? Ah, indeed, you're right, good sir. But good sir, it seems you are misunderstanding something. These days, one does not learn martial arts in a martial pavilion. Huh? What do you mean by that? The character Yu Goon Young has activated bargaining level 4. Haha. Those sweaty traditional martial arts teachings methods are only used in places like the rustic 100 Murum realm. No one learns martial arts like that these days. Then how does one learn martial arts these days? Looks like he got us off to a bad case from the start. Nowadays we use this. A music box? When the star string wants to progress the scenario, it will involve the constellation and transcendence also. Okay. Okay, got you, Dragon. I don't know why I think everything is always in constant perpetual motion, but I guess it's different for everybody. Okay. Is that a iTunes and cassette tapes? What is happening here? What is that? And that's the chapter. Okay. Okay, not a bad chapter at all. We're we're kind of just starting the beginning of this arc, it seems. So, um, I don't really have any particular thoughts. I just the transcendence concept, thanks to Dragon, I have a better understanding of what they are because it wasn't at least to me. It don't seem. Maybe I missed the explanation at some point, but okay. Moving over to 264, if it lets me. Okay. And wait, is 264 the latest chapter? Oh, so I'm basically caught up then. Okay. Well, I guess it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure. I thought I was like a lot far further behind, but again, I did read ahead of myself. So okay. So we got the music box. What does that say? Heaven, Earth, Ice, Spirit, Sword, Martial Arts Principles set. Okay. Not the PowerPoint presentation for martial arts. Like not the audio book for martial arts. What is happening? What is that? It's a fad among young masters these days. It's a famed item that is said to turn anyone into a first-rate master if they listen to it 1,000 times. Aro? Yeah, we ain't doing that. I'm not about to listen to a cassette tape $1,000. Did you not see those young people walking around wearing earphones on your way here? Oh, is that what they're doing? Okay, that makes more sense. Come to think of it, this stuff was at its peak popularity in the first Murum during this time. Things like stimulating the subconscious to master martial arts or training in the comfort of one's home while listening to the lectures. Oh, young miss, don't miss, not young miss, don't mess with those if you aren't buying. They're expensive. You can't really become a master with these kinds of things. Do you not see the reviews here? They are all products certified by professional agencies. Then how much is this in total? If anyone could become a master by listening to that garbage, then the first mural would have never been destroyed. Oh, is that Yojun who said that? The fall of the first Murum that Yoju mentioned was a scenario that hadn't even happened yet. The tragedy that would occur in a few more years, according to the original novel. Okay, so he's talking about something that he knows. Of course, for a man who witnessed everything in the previous turn, the upcoming future would also be a past to him. Stop wasting time for no reason. You all people should know that you can't become stronger with that trash. I was letting the group take a look around. We're not here for a leisurely tour. Did you forget? Dumplings. That man. So as soon as he jumped in, that man went to go buy some dumplings. That's crazy work. The fellow Daoist, is trying to introduce the demonic scriptures of the new disciples. I'm not sure if I know what that means. As of now, a total of 3 hidden pieces can be found in the first mural. The martial arts book of the Annihilation Emperor, the Black Heavenly demon sword of the black demon spirit. I I ain't gonna lie, these sword names all be kind of the same. They all kind of be like the black heavenly demon sword of the spirit dream demon spirit, or the like lightning sword of the mountain god. Like it's always something like that. And the demon soul pill of the blood demonic sect. Like a mouthful. Okay. The Annihilation Emperor martial arts book and the Black Demon Spirit Black Heavenly Demonic Sword, the Blood Demonic Sect Demon Soul Pill. To think there would still be someone searching for those things. Wake up, they're literally just legends. They completely disappeared back in the days of the Gold Murum. First of all, even if you obtain the demon soul pill of the blood demonic sect, I'm literally about to skip this. Its usefulness is limited. You might be able to absorb it, but the others can't, and I could fall into key deviation if we eat it incorrectly. Okay. Huh? The Annihilation Emperor's martial arts book is very difficult to obtain. We could get it if we wanted, but it can't stay here for long. What? I see. Lastly, the Black Demon Spirit, Black Heavenly Demon Sword. I'm assuming you're trying to obtain it because your sword broke, but have you forgotten there's a weapon that's easier to obtain and performs just as well? Do you really intend to go there? Yes. This is the power of the sky breaking sword saint is essential. This is why. This time, okay. I won't be going. Do what you want, but you can still guide us to the Marshall Pavilion, right? You people are going to meet with the sky breaking sword saint. That's right. Whew. That's enough. Give them back to me. That's enough. Give them back to me. To think there would be fellows who would stick to the old ways, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be bad for you. It wouldn't be bad for you to be experience the changes of time in yourselves. I wish you luck. This guy seems like he's important. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I had a difficult time reading today. I guess I need to introduce you to our sect master Doja so he can teach you these heavenly scriptures. Department head, you said you like the old Miram, correct? Huh? Well, that's right. You're in luck. The person we're visiting right now is the only one in this Miram who adheres to the old training methods. Not the cherry tree, cherry blossom tree. How classic. This is as far as I'll go. He really doesn't want to meet her, huh? This place is somewhat shabby. Masters in seclusion usually tend to stay in shabby places. The person who gave me the martial arts is inside here, right? Now that I think about it, Jang Kyung obtained the immortal body of the skybreaking sword saint through the wall. She's not the sort to teach martial arts to anyone, so how did that even happen? Skybreaking sword saint, are you there? Skybreaking sword saint, we came here because we need your help. I'll take that as your sign to enter. Okay, a dog. Ah, she's raising a dog. Could that be the sky breaking sword saint? Black fur with reddish brown eyes. The watchdog that guards the desolate manor whilst lying down elegantly like a human. The dog is the disciple of the sky breaking sword saint. Interesting. The sky breaking divine sovereign. Okay. All right. Got a pup here. And that's it. Okay. When does chapter 265 come out? It should come out this week, right? Yeah, I think it comes out today. Um, okay, I think that's pretty much it. So it looks like what you call Dragon with the Transcendent arc. I guess we'll dive into more of the sky breaking sword same person who Yo Jun seems to fear for whatever reason. He doesn't even want to meet her. Oh, it comes out in a few hours. Damn, I should have started the stream later then, because I would have just read it. But you know what I'll do? Since I'm actually caught up, I can do a chapter review of the latest chapter. Now, with this series, I've already discussed it. Since I'm caught up now, I'm gonna let two chapters drop, and then I'm gonna drop like a video for it. So 265, which drops today, um, and then 266 next week, and then I'll drop a chapter review of those two chapters together. I don't know if I'll be doing live readings anymore. If people like it, I'll do so. Just let me know. I don't mind doing live readings of them. Because if I do live readings of them, then I'm not going to do a chapter review. So I don't know which one's best, but for the time being, since I'm caught up finally, yeah, I like doing chapter reviews. So, but other than that, yeah, I guess we gotta look forward to meeting this new character. I don't know what Yo Jun's gonna do in the meantime. Maybe he's gonna go search for those items, but I know like people who read the light novel knows it's gonna happen, but I'm just guessing here for my mama only reader. So yeah. So I guess that's it for now, guys. Very short stream. Sorry. Um, you know, I don't think I have any much else to really talk about in the chapters. So for my Tower Guide people, you can expect the review out either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll have that out, and I'll probably do a stream on Thursday for that. So do expect that for chapter 11, because I know chapter 11 just came out recent, like a couple hours ago. So all right, well I'm hopping on stream, guys. You guys have a good day. Dragon Boy, I want to thank you and anybody else that stopped in who was just like chilling. Um, yeah, you guys let me know though if you comment in the video or if you're in my Discord. Just let me know if you prefer me to do chapter reviews. Then I'll do chapter reviews. If you want me to just live read each chapter or let two chapters stack up and then live read, I can do that too. It doesn't matter to me. But I might